In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Chubb. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running this one left. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. It's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Simple dive up the middle. Across midfield to the 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Another carry for him. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 6 coming up here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They ruled him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. He's dropping back to throw. His first throw is an interception. And the Raiders come up with a turnover and hold strong on 4th down. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pass play on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for Raiders first.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 36. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders trying to make some noise before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's third down now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be Raider football. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Second and 3 now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back now, pressure on its way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Airing it out on 1st down. He's got it over the middle.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 46, he's going deep. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 34. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll throw on first. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's a toss headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people. And that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. This time it's a passing play. Pass it down close. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll motion a tight end left. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hand off to the back. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We reach the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw, needing a first. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Browns take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Blown back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. That's completed out to the right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 30 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made in close. Touchdown! Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another carry for him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Browns trying to do some window dressing. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. They'll run here from the gun. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Judy now in motion left. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. The back's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.